I knew this thing was totally screwed up. The Saturday night shooting, President Trump conceivably could have lost his life that night. Security was abysmal, and it's getting worse. The picture, I'm sorry, folks, this is inexplicable. First, I just couldn't stand to see our president on the ground again. How many more times are we going to let this agency fail in front of billions of witnesses? I tell you, there's something really, really weird. Now, let's start with this. Shortly after that night, right, we received, I think it was later that night, we received this footage. This footage was put out. You'll notice it's grainy and it's black and white. And people were wondering, like, okay, what's up with the 1980 surveillance video, right? Why isn't it in color? What's the resolution? What's going on here? Well, it turns out there was much better resolution, and it wasn't courtesy of AI. They had better security cameras, you know, that were invented in the last 10 years or so. Now watch. All right. Now that's the clean color version. And we'll break that down, but we have some other things to go through. New evidence released by Jeanine Pirro, U.S. Attorney for Washington, D.C. tonight. Now, the hotel, all right? Number one, this is the Hilton Hotel. It has something like 1,000 rooms. The whole idea of having the president, the vice president, and his cabinet in this kind of facility, in a room like this, with 2,500 people, it's just... And you throw in what happened to Ronald Reagan in 1981, we shouldn't be doing this. And yes, we do need a ballroom on the White House property as part of the White House. Now, the shooter himself, I don't like saying his name, very strange guy, but his movements the night before and the night of were also strange, and also he was not encumbered. He wasn't stopped. He said security was a joke in his little manifesto. I don't think he was wrong. This is the night before the president and the vice president are going to be in that hotel. Here he is, walking around like he owns the place. That's him. It's 9 o'clock at night, by the way, on Friday. It's not like it's 2 in the morning, and he's the only one there. Isn't that kind of weird? Just something odd. Then he goes to the gym. I mean, on a Friday night, most people don't go to the gym, but he scopes it out. I'm wondering what he's thinking and what he's doing. Is he thinking, maybe I could put an explosive here? You know, if you set off a bomb above the ballroom, you could possibly kill 1,000 people. All right, so I think we have another slow walk, all right, if you don't mind. Yeah. Again, just like he's the only one. That's 9 o'clock the night before the big celebration, the big banquet for the president. All right, I have another slow walk video. This is the night of. This is about 20 minutes before he goes in there shooting. It's 9:23 at night. The president is in that building, and he's just walking around, again, not inspected, not stopped. There's nobody to stop him. That's weird. It's really strange. Now, we're going to use a new clip of video that we zoomed in on, right? He actually shows himself right near the checkpoint, and then there's a little dog, a Secret Service dog that notices him. Watch this. There's the dog. There's the Secret Service man. Words are exchanged, but off he goes. And then he runs through and he starts shooting. I didn't know that part of it, did you? That a Secret Service man came face to face with him? All right. Now, we'll come back to that. Let's look at the whole piece of footage where he rushes the checkpoint. Any second now. Here we go. Notice they just took down the like I said the other night, they took down the checkpoint. They were in the process of taking it down. You got a lot of people with guns out. Now, again, the suspect wasn't shot. Now, Janine Pirro and the FBI, they released another version of this that slowed about 35% to 35% speed. And you can see him taking down the checkpoint. Guy's about to come out through that door and rush the checkpoint that is basically non-existent. And they stop it every time a round goes off. So watch, please. Drop the banner if you don't mind. They say he fires a round right there. Secret Service fires 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4 shot, at least. Now watch in the aftermath. Just keep this up. So it's very interesting because I saw that officer shooting multiple rounds. There's no indication that officer was shot, right? I mean, everybody seems fine. Nobody fell down. And this is the Secret Service director just a few hours ago. And this is the version he tells of what we just saw.
There are a lot of critics out there. Quite frankly, some of them are our former agents that when they did the job, they weren't in the game. If you want to know stuff about the Secret Service, please ask me. I've actually done the job. But I will tell you, that officer, while being shot, was in the process of falling down and was returning gunfire. To be shot at is not a pleasant thing. And to be able to actually return fire in that rate of speed is just remarkable.
Okay, it just doesn't kind of correspond with what I just saw. That officer is not in the process of falling down, right? I really don't see that. Now let's watch it again. See how they're taking down that checkpoint early? The night isn't even over and they're wrapping up. Okay, here he comes. Good on this guy for pulling his gun, engaging right away. Engaging and missing, but still. I just don't see that person as in the process of falling down. I don't see anybody running to an officer who's down. Do you? There are a lot of things going on here, still processing it.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.